Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us on The Wax and streaming on WFSB+.
Yeah, we have those primary results here in just a few moments. We're going to run through all those big races. But first, let's get a check on that first alert forecast. Meteorologist Jill Gilardi here tracking the conditions that we can expect today. Beautiful sunrise there.
It is gorgeous out there to start. We're a little bit more comfortable, too.
Yeah.
And I was even a little chilly earlier. So it is not, go outside in dress weather without a long sleeve. Most people are like, yeah, you don't have to worry about that, Jill. All right, we're starting off, yes, bright, but it's that glowing sun again because of the smoke, the haze from wildfires way back over 2,000 miles away, still hanging out with us and moving on in. 67 degrees. That drier air has been moving on in and making it feel better out there. It has resulted in a cooler start than 24 hours ago, anywhere from as much as 2 to as much as 6 degrees lower than it was yesterday. So almost all of us in the 60s, low, mid, upper, and the exception would be New Haven and Bridgeport hanging out around 70 degrees. Visibility is great most places. You might see a little patchy fog here and there, some of the valleys, but it hasn't been great this morning. Willimantic up through Putnam. So just giving you first alert, you may encounter some limited visibility. All right, the gardening forecast is looking like this. Well, it's another day. We have to do the watering. Mother Nature's not going to help us out through 4 o'clock. You notice some clouds starting to build in. So obviously we're going to focus on any impacts with clouds and especially the haze from wildfire smoke impacting the view of the partial solar eclipse. But as we head into this evening, we tend to just stop worrying about the haze and worry more about cloud cover. So look at this, the rain risk. Oh, I'm fighting off a sneeze. Okay, I did it. The rain risk as we head into tonight starts to climb, so that means cloud cover will be increasing across our state. So some bummer news report this morning. We'll have much more on the viewing conditions forecast and your next 7 days in 10 minutes or less. Caitlin.
All right, Jill, thanks. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us here at 7:03 on your Wednesday. If you're heading out the door right now, off to a really nice start here. You can see across the state, we've got that beautiful sunshine. You'll need the sunglasses as you're heading out. Sun glare could be a little bit of an issue, but traffic volume is actually fairly light. We're crash and incident free, and right now, not dealing with any construction. So that daytime work picks up in just a few hours. Live look here in Hartford, 91 north and southbound. Live look in Berlin along Route 9, here in Vernon on 84, and in Meriden along 691. Again, pretty quiet across the majority of the state, which means those drive times are looking very good for this time of morning. That's a quick check at your Connecticut Chevy First Alert traffic report driven by your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
Let's get back to our big story here this morning. One primary election result in our state gaining national attention this morning. Connecticut will have a new Democrat on the ballot to represent the 1st District in Congress for the first time in decades.
Former Hartford Mayor Luke Bronin has won the Democratic nomination over longtime Congressman John Larson. Your reporter Katie Cohen has more on what they're saying about the results.
This is a big win for Luke Bronin, but as he celebrates and looks forward to the election in November, longtime Congressman John Larson is accepting defeat. After 28 years representing the 1st District, Congressman John Larson conceded in the race against former Hartford Mayor Luke Bronin after Tuesday's primary. Bronin was the endorsed candidate by the Connecticut Democrats and campaigned that the party needed a newer face in Congress. During Larson's campaign, he said he would protect Social Security by making the wealthy pay their share, as well as promising to fight President Trump. But voters decided Bronin should represent the Democrats in November. Surrounded by his family and friends, Bronin celebrated his win, but says his job is just beginning. He still has to defeat Republican Amy Chai to get the seat in Congress.
We are at a moment when our country is in crisis. We have a president who's out of control, and we need to build a Democratic Party that's bringing a whole new energy to this fight, that is clearer and bolder about what we're fighting for.
In our nation today, and with this president, this fight goes on. And Joe and I will go back, along with Rosa and Jim and Johanna, and continue to wage that war in Washington, D.C. every day that we're there to stand up to this president. But the people in this district have spoken.
We expect to hear from Luke Bronin again about this victory later today, and we'll bring you that on air and online. I'm your reporter in West Hartford, Katie Cohen, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, 7:05, and we have team coverage here of the election results we want to continue, including the race to be your next governor. Governor Ned Lamont now one step closer to a third term after this first hurdle, defeating Democratic challenger Josh Elliott.
Still, this race shows Democrats in Connecticut do want some change. Your reporter Taylor Knight is outside the Capitol in Hartford breaking down what you need to know.
Well, it was a quick night for both Lamont and Elliott. The Associated Press called the race for governor just about a half hour after the polls closed last night. Governor Ned Lamont got an easy primary victory over State Rep Josh Elliott. The governor says he's looking forward to the general election this November against Ryan Fazio and says the two big issues in our state are affordability and opportunity.
Affordability lets you to get by. Opportunity says, let's get ahead. I want each and every one of you and your kids and your grandchildren to know Connecticut is a state where you can get ahead with opportunity.
As for his challenger, Josh Elliott, he admitted that his campaign was always an uphill battle, but that forcing Lamont into a primary is a signal that Democrats want to see more from their party. Elliott said he wants his supporters to vote for Lamont, but he also wants to hold the governor accountable.
This was an incredible amount of work, and it was born by love and joy and anger at this inability to move forward, but we all know that better is possible. Onwards and upwards. Let's hold Ned Lamont accountable, but let's make sure that we beat Ryan Fazio in November.
Election day is Tuesday, November 3rd. That election will decide who sits in the governor's office here at the Capitol. Your reporter in Hartford, Taylor Knight, Channel 3, Eyewitness News.
Right, Republicans are choosing their nominees for 2 seats in Congress. In their primary for Connecticut's 4th congressional district, Greenwich doctor and lawyer Michael Goldstein won the nomination. The district represents much of Fairfield County. Goldstein will face incumbent Democrat Jim Himes in November. And in the 5th congressional district, firefighter and former Navy SEAL Chris Shea won the Republican primary. The district covers much of western Connecticut. He faces Democrat Johanna Hayes in the general election. It's been 20 years since Connecticut voted a Republican to hold a seat in Congress.
A few other big races for seats in the state general assembly to run through here. The CT Insider reporting State Representative Mariam Khan has declared victory in the Democratic primary for the state Senate's 2nd district. You can see she's leading the three-way race here. The district covers parts of Hartford, Bloomfield, and Windsor. And in the Republican primary, State House District 50, former Pomfret Town Selectman Tony Emilio has been declared the winner over Jada McCormick. McCormick has faced some criticism from both parties after making anti-pride posts on social media and homophobic comments on a local radio show. Emilio will face Democratic incumbent Pat Boyd in November. And you can find results from all of our local races up right now on our website and WFSB app. Just scan that QR code right there on your screen.
Now, Connecticut, one of the many states hosting big primary elections this week, and we're getting those results coming in this morning, too.
Yeah, those races will have an impact on the balance of power in Congress as Democrats are pushing to flip both the Senate and the House. Your reporter Jared Hill has the latest.
Darlene Graham, sister of late South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham, is headed for a runoff.
I'm usually standing here celebrating with Lindsey. So I know he's looking down right now, smiling though.
Less than a month since she was appointed to finish her brother's term after his sudden death, she'll face off against Republican Congressman Ralph Norman later this month.
I really trust the people of South Carolina to make the right call.
President Trump has already said he'll campaign for Graham this fall if she secures the nomination.
They're all Trumpers, but, I endorsed her. I think she's great. It's really in honor of her brother, and she's really a very smart woman.
The GOP winner will face Democrat Dr. Annie Andrews this November. Also in November, history will be made in Minnesota, with 2 women vying to become the state's first female governor. CBS News projects Senator Amy Klobuchar will win the Democratic nomination.
I am running for the people of Minnesota, and I'm going to govern for the people of Minnesota.
Minnesota State House Speaker Lisa Dameth is the projected Republican nominee after defeating Trump-endorsed MyPillow founder Mike Lindell. In the open Senate seat, the state's Democratic Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan is projected to go up against Republican sports broadcaster Michelle Tafoya. The North Star State has not had a Republican senator since 2009. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.